Shalawam, shalawam. Shalawam, shalawam. Barak Yahawah, Barak Yahawashi, Barak Yahawah, Barak Yahawashi, Barak Yahawah, Barak Yahawashi, Barak Yahawah, Barak Yahawashi. All praises be to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of the great millstone, which rule well, teach well, and sincerity taught us this truth. And Shalawam to the Lord's hopeful elect. 144,000. All right. Man, I had a long day, man. A long day. All right. Man. Men, as well as 1/3, men, women, and children, maintaining themselves, keeping the laws, commandments, and statutes to the best of their ability. It's your brother Urami Kazak, back with hopefully another edifying lesson through the spirit and power of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. Once again, this will not be a long one. This will be about 30 minutes. Unless the spirit takes it farther, and this is going to be entitled Check Yourself or Examine Yourself, right? This is what needs to go on because, hey, we did that question and answer the other day, and we seeing a lot of brothers like, what are y'all doing? To be honest, okay? Y'all didn't know basic questions. Let me share this out, man. It's like you just come around, say Shalawam, but don't know the doctrine and don't know the understanding. That is scary. Hey, I'm good. We studying, right? But it's for individuals that do not know what's really going on. That's a scary thing to be. How you be out here and you don't even know basic stuff. It leads me to believe brothers is just not really listening to the lessons. Okay? How we do a Q&A. Brothers been with us 4 years, 3 years, 2 years, but you don't know basic information. I'm gonna tell you like the elders would tell you, man, it's unacceptable. Alright? We just saw an elder we just saw a brother get kicked out of camp. Okay? That was front page news. Kicked out of the camp because he wasn't on his job. This is important. You can't, man. Let's go to the parable of the talents. Like, you burying what you got in the sand? You don't care what Yahawashi gave you? You act like this thing is just whatever. It doesn't matter that you're actually a part of this thing, that Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi has woken you up. Okay? I ain't the one, I ain't follow that, that little friendship shit and all that shit. Like, that shit unacceptable, man. But I don't care. I got the information. I'm gonna say that right now. I got the information. The blood is off my hands. Let's put it like that, right? The blood is off my hands, okay? I'm studying. I'm doing what I'm supposed to. I'm doing my works. I'm breaking it down. I'm hitting the streets. I'm listening to who? First and foremost, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, right? It should be a conscience in brothers that's actually, and that's the fear. A lot of you do not fear Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. Okay, this is Matthew 25:14. For the kingdom of heaven is as a man traveling into a far country, who called his own servants and delivered unto them his goods. And we went over this, I believe, earlier this week or last week, right? And unto one he gave 5 talents, to another 2, and to another 1, to every man according to his several ability, and straightway took his journey. Then he that had received the 5 talents went and traded with the same, and made them other 5 talents. And likewise he that received 2, he also gained other 2. And he that had received 1 went and digged in the earth, and hid his master's money. After a long time the Lord of those servants cometh and reckoneth with them. And so he that had received 5 talents came and brought other 5 talents, saying, Lord, thou deliverest unto me 5 talents. Behold, I have gained beside them 5 talents more. He made it flip. His Lord said unto him, Well done, thou good and faithful servant. Thou hast been faithful over a few things. I will make thee ruler over many things. Enter thou into the joy of thy Lord. I can't make that more simple. You are being tested right now. What you can rule over. If all you can rule over is your house, and that's it, that's all you're going to really have, bro. You ain't really going to have much rulership in the kingdom. You're going to be a king and a priest. But what could you do and what was you doing right now? You didn't really have faith in Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. You didn't stand on the word boldly. You didn't. Can you say that? Yeah, man, I believed in Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. I was out there. I was producing. I was doing this. I was doing that. Brothers jump up. I was in there. I was dropping precepts. I was here and there. Right? Or what you gonna say? You wasn't doing shit. It's either or. You was working or you was lazy. You was working or lazy. I like to be realistic with individuals. You was real or you was fake, nigga. You was working or you was lazy. It ain't no, man, I keep falling out of the truth. Man, fuck that, man. You keep falling out of the truth. Nigga, take your ass back in the world, man. We ain't got no time for that shit, bro. All right? Going back. Man, demons keep getting to me. Yeah, man. A righteous man falls 7 times. But nigga, not every week. Not every month. You always sinning. Guess what? You just willfully sinning at that point. You talking about, I made another mistake. I fucked up again. I did this. Nigga, you just a sinner. And Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi will have your head. Because you know this truth. But you do not care about it. You're not grateful to be in this thing. You didn't take it serious. You don't take a job serious, that job will be took from you, plucked right under your feet. We didn't take Israel serious. Guess what? Now we in Babylon, serving under this wicked ass devil. Because we didn't take what we had serious. We was ruling the earth, man. Everybody was coming to us, borrowing, asking. We was ruling. We didn't take it serious. We started worshiping false gods. Guess what? We got knocked down. That's what happened. You want that to repeat because your ass being lazy right now? You slacking again? You don't give a fuck again? You treating Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi like that again? Some of y'all don't believe that fire burns until you burning in it. Until you in a lake of it. You don't care. This is why we see the false names. This is why we see the false doctrines. This is why we see the cash apps in the bios. This is why we see all this bullshit. You never, man, keeping it going. His Lord said unto him, Well done, good and faithful servant. Thou hast been faithful over a few things. I will make thee ruler over many things. Enter thou into the joy of thy Lord. Right? What are we going to get? Reward. We're going to get a joy. We're going to get what we put in. What you put in. You're going to look back and be like, I really ain't put in nothing. Nigga, what you think you're going to get? You're going to get nothing. You put in nothing. Your investment was nothing. You don't have an ROI. You have no return on investment. You didn't invest. You didn't invest. Well, I'm building up my treasures. What treasures? You didn't build nothing up. You just sat there on one coin and was like, yeah, I got it. I got this one coin. I'm going to keep this coin and I ain't going to do nothing with it. Yeah. Well, I don't like to take risks. I don't want to be risky. You don't got no faith. Yahawah gives the increase. Ain't that what the scriptures say? The Lord gives the increase, not you. It ain't on your ability to make the money move. And we ain't talking about money for you carnal ass individuals. We talking about the spirit. Okay? It's not on your ability to make the spirit move. That ain't up to you. Isaiah 55:11. It's not up to you. The word does not go out void. So it's not up to you. Well, I don't want to be ashamed. Fuck shame. Fuck all that, bro. The foolishness of preaching, man. Okay? I don't want to get on live and it just be one person on there. So what? We prophesy to the wind. I don't care what 8 people on here. I don't care if it was 100. I still got the same energy, man. Alright? On the corner, nobody comes up. Still got the same energy, man. We prophesy unto the wind. It does not matter if anybody is listening. Somebody's always listening. The word is always hitting and touching and cutting and doing what it's supposed to do because it's not of you. This ain't no Wall Street. Oh, you need to, invest in Tesla on Tuesday because they about to come out with their quarterly summary on Wednesday. So their stocks is going. No, this ain't that. Just do the work. It's going to flip. It's going to multiply. It's going to increase. Therefore, your treasures will be built up in heaven. How you going to have treasures if you never did the work? As the brother said, no risk, no reward. All right. We got certain individuals I see coming in. They doing wicked ass works. They working in vain. You out here teaching that all nations can be saved. I see you individuals, man. Y'all come in my live. I wonder why the fuck y'all come over here. Y'all weird. Y'all strange. Y'all have no life. All right? You need to go apply yourself, man. Okay? If you don't want to stick with the doctrine of the scriptures, then leave. Okay? What does the scripture say? We cut you up many times, but you got a snake ass tongue. All right? And you know exactly who you are because you feel it every time you come in here. The scriptures do not play that shit, man. Let's keep it going. Verse 24. Then he which had received the 1 talent came and said, Lord, I knew thee that thou art an hard man, reaping where thou hast not sown, and gathering where thou hast not strawed. And I was afraid, and went out and hid thy talent in the earth. Lo, there thou hast that is thine. His Lord answered and said unto him, thou wicked, and keyword being slothful, lazy, thou wicked and slothful servant. Thou knewest that I reap where I sowed not, and gather where I have not strawed. Thou oughtest therefore to have put my money to the exchangers, and then at my coming I should have received my own with usury. You should have flipped it, man. You should have flipped it. Should have did something with it. This is not talking about money. This is talking about the spirit that has been given to you, which is if something is given to you, right? I'm going to check the comment board. Y'all here? Y'all awake? If something is given to you, what is that called? It's giving to you. What is that called? What's the term for that? Right? If something is given to you, what is it called? Oh, perfect. Yanasha, perfect. The brother's with me. A gift. It's a gift. So guess what? The spirit is a gift. Right? Faith is a gift. This is never of you. It's a gift. The water Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, I received this gift 4 years ago. If I didn't ever get this gift, I would be just walking around like a damn zombie because that's what I was doing. Hey, man, let's go get a Black and Mild, man. Hey, let's go get a backwood. Hey, I roll up. Hey, hey, let's go to Hollywood, man. I know a spot. I know a club. I know a party going on tonight. Zombified. Stupid. Sottish. Dumb. Ignorant. All right? On the highway to hell, man. On the highway to the lake of fire. That's how we all was. Until we receive that gift. We got that gift of faith. That gift of the Rakakadash. All right? Vain, vanity, pointless. Stuff that does not matter. That's what we was doing. That's how we was moving. Right? You come into this truth and you move the same way. That's scary. That's terrifying. All right? Let's get them precepts. James 1:17 from the brother Kakama. Every good gift and every perfect gift is from where? It's from above. Every good gift and every perfect gift is from above and cometh down from the Father of lights. That's another title of Yahawah, right? That's another alias. Alashadria, Ancient of Days, King of Terrors, the Father of lights, the King of Spirits, the Father of Spirits, right? He has many aliases, but true name is Yahawah. So it comes down from the Father of lights, with whom is no variableness, neither shadow of turning. All right? Of his own will begat he us with the word of truth, that we should be a kind of first fruits of his creatures. He gives that gift to many individuals. Some individuals may be bugged out, but they might at one time had the gift. Guess what? They didn't consider the gift. They didn't care for the gift. They didn't love the gift. They forsake the gift, right? Therefore, the gift was took away. You don't like my gift? I take it back. I take it back. You don't treat the gift right? I take it back. That's how the Father gonna act with you, man. You don't understand what I just gave you? This is the most precious thing that we've ever been given in existence. And we've been given it every time that we reincarnated, that we regenerated. We've been given this Holy Spirit, right? We've been given it. That's a beautiful thing. Except for the 350 years that we were dead. But guess what? Brothers were still singing, swing low, sweet chariot, come forth and carry us home. We were still looking forward up into the skies. It was still brothers, right? So that gift would, you could probably say was still being given, but not at a massive amount how it is right now. This gift is being given at a man. I don't want to say massive, but a bigger word than massive, a tremendous amount, right? It's unfathomable. Okay, the Spirit is going forth all over the planet. You got brothers from Australia to Alaska with the Rakakadash, that gift, right? So don't play around with it. Don't act like it's not important, man. Don't act like it's just, oh yeah, some shit he got me from Walmart. Don't act like it's just some Walmart shit. It's not that. It's extremely important, man. Let's get that from the brother Prince Simba. Shalawam. This is 1 Corinthians 15:58. Therefore, my beloved brethren, be ye steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of Yahawah, for as much as ye know that your labor is not in vain in Yahawah Khan, in Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. So, be always moving in this work, man. All right? Unmovable, note not changing. Steadfast. Those words are synonymous. That's a literal word for those words is bold. To be bold is to be steadfast, to be unmovable, to be strong, to be confident in it. That going back to the parable of the talents, that individual that had the one talent, he was not steadfast. He was not bold, and he was not confident in his Lord, Yahawashi. He was not confident. If you was, you would take it and you would flip it. Because you understanding it's not of your ability, but it's of the Most High's ability. Let's get that, man. That the Most High gives the increase. See, if you getting caught up in this and you being like, well, I don't. What if I'm not good at preaching? Bro, we wasn't good at preaching when I first started. Bro, we wasn't good. It wasn't like good. It was trash. We was messing up scriptures, messing up breakdowns. You like fucking shit up. Well, getting rebuked, getting corrected. But just like, yo, you walk through it. I looking back at my old shit, I laugh at myself. I be like, yo, I was really, what was I doing? What was I doing? I was saying this, I was saying that. You gotta laugh at yourself, man. You know? And you gotta correct yourself. And you gotta take the correction. You know, we're constantly growing. This ain't no, oh man, he was great day one. Day one, that boy all fire, all day. No! Nobody day one. We constantly growing. We constantly learning how to be better teachers, how to be better students. That's every single day, bro. Every single day. Right? Better discernment. Using better discernment. How to judge situations. How to observe better. Right? So don't ever look at it like, man, what if I'm not good? Forget that. That's just a demon in your head. All right, this is Psalms 85:12. Yea, Yahawah shall give that which is good, and our land shall yield her increase. Yahawah is giving that. Right? I think what I want is in Leviticus, maybe. Let me see. If a brother know what I'm talking about, the Lord gives the increase. All right. Nobody know it. Nah, not Isaiah 34:16, but that's a good one. Coming out of this book only. Right? Yeah, no other nation will have the Rakakadash. They can get dreams and things of that nature. Right? Yahawah gave plenty dreams to what? Pharaoh, Nebuchadnezzar, but who ultimately broke them down through the Spirit? Israelites. All right? Joseph and Daniel, which I believe through the Spirit is the same individual, the same soul. All right? Hey, Shalawam to the brother Darashimov. Darashimov, man, I did a live yesterday pertaining to what we was talking about in the chat about don't live with a woman. And when the elders say that, they mean for you not to move in with a woman. I don't know if you caught that. All right? They don't mean that you can't live with a woman. It means that, if you have your own crib and a woman, you move a woman in, that's all good. Right? But you never move in with a woman because she'll use that against you. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to make sure the brother know that. Oh, this is it. 1 Corinthians 3:6. I have planted, Apollos watered, but power gave the increase. So the Most High gives the increase. You got to be confident in that. That's faith. That's hope. That's a strong foundation. Knowing that the foundation that you've laid, which is a foundation of faith, a foundation of understanding, of strong doctrine, of sound doctrine, you can step on the board hard as you can. It will not break. The house won't fall because you laid it properly. That's what we got laid to us by the elders, man, of Great Millstone. All right? That's what we got. A strong foundation. Something sturdy, confident. We've been made confident. In the world, we was weak. Right? I remember once, man, chick, we dealt with females and shit like that. A chick broke my heart. I was hurt. I was crying. I was crying. Once again, you gotta laugh at yourself, right? But in the world, that's how you would feel. You would let these things touch you like that. You would be in the dark. You would be depressed. I could say I'll never really get depressed in this truth. I never really get depressed. If I ever feel that type of feeling come on, I rebuke that demon. I fast. All right? Now I know it's all in the foods. So what do I go? I eat some cacao. I eat chocolate, dark chocolate, 85% cacao, right? That's a good mood booster. It helps your mood. You know, if I ever feel some type of low, because I know, man, like, you know, we go through stuff, but you got to have that faith, and you got to be, going back to the word, confident and sturdy, all right? Steadfast. That was a great scripture that the brother gave. Unmovable in this word. So depression ain't really no thing. You look at these guys, a lot of these bozos we seen come through, you know, they talk about, yeah, man, I'm going to take a vacation, man. I'm going to just stop doing the work for it. What? You going to stop doing the work for what? For a couple months? A couple weeks? What? That's crazy. Individuals talking about they going to take vacation. This ain't no job like that. This don't come with no paid time off. No, man. This is constant. This is, shoot, at least every other day. You know, if you feel it like that, hopefully, right? This is what that's supposed to be, right? This don't come, you know, with no PTO. This don't come with that. You know what it come with? A whole lot of overtime, a whole lot of studying, a whole lot of learning, on the job training, OJT. That's what I was just talking about. In the beginning, we wasn't shoot, precept. Yeah, I got the precept, bro. Yeah, I got the precept. Okay, you need that precept? Okay, I already know what precept you talking about. Boom, boom. We wasn't like that. In the beginning, I'm like, all right. He said, Isaiah 30. I'm in Isaiah 30. What you want? You know what I want. I want that Isaiah 30, and you would know now. But in the beginning, I ain't know. Shoot, I ain't know. You say Jeremiah 30. Okay, you want that Jeremiah 35 and 7. Jacob's trouble. I know now. Jeremiah 31. Okay, you want Jeremiah 31 and 31. The point, right? I know now. In the beginning, I didn't know. So you got a lot of OJT. How you going to get on the job training if you're not on the job? Make it make sense. How you experience, but you didn't experience. Make it make sense, man. Come on now. That's why you got to examine yourself and check yourself. Am I going through the cycles? Am I going through the rotations? Right? Am I going through the rotations, man? You know? Is that brother Adore up in here, man? Nah, but I be seeing that brother Adore. That brother Adore be on it. Alright? Constantly dropping videos, lessons. You know? I'm like, damn, I thought I was going hard. That brother Adore done inspired me. You know? And not saying brother's supposed to be dropping videos twice a day or nothing like that, man. You know? 3 a week or whatever. You know, 3 a week, do your thing. Or to the, you know, 3 a week should be what you should be doing. Alright? Now, if you was paying attention, Elder Apostle Tahar earlier this year said you need to be dropping videos every day. But we understand, you know, brothers can't do that because, hey, the spirit is different with different brothers, and it's understandable, right? But to the best of your ability, man, you need to be on fire, especially when you see these prophecies popping off the page. If you see the prophecies popping off the page, then you can understand that this part of the ministry, going live, hitting the corners, breaking down videos, breaking down scriptures, breaking down chapters, right? Going into current events. This is about to end. Do you understand this, Jake? This part is about to end. You will not be able to do this anymore. You're going to be sitting back. Our pages are going to be flushed, flooded, destroyed. YouTube pages took down. TikToks took down. Rumbles took down. Clappers took down. All you're going to have is a physical copy of the Bible. All right? Blue letter Bible might even get took off the App Store. Because what is Trump pushing for? He's pushing for only one religion. You know, that's what's coming. So what we're preaching is going to be outlawed. All right? At the end of the day. Okay? What is wrong with this female? This is what's wrong with you women. You try to make yourself the center of attention when you ain't shit. All right? Why am I unblocked? Guess what? Let me fix that. Let me block you back. Ain't got time for it, man. You women gonna be in order. Okay? Or you gonna get out. At the end of the day, we don't got time for these games. I'm teaching a lesson and you worried about your damn self. Examine yourself. But keeping it going. Let's go back to that Matthew. And I'm about to wrap it up, man. I said this is going to be 30 minutes. And we done probably went over that. Alright, Salakia. I did not mean to... Back to Matthew 25 and 26. His Lord answered and said unto him, Thou wicked and slothful servant, thou knewest that I reap where I sowed not, and gather where I have not strawed. And it first of all, I know why that sister said that, because she was blocked on my other page. So she was just scrolling through TikTok. She see this page. So she like, why am I unblocked? I'm like, you don't even know this is my other page. And that's the thing, bro. If you're not diligent enough to be like, oh, okay, another page. You just, you just stupid people. Y'all gotta go. Y'all gotta go, man. All right? Because it be those type of individuals mess around and take the C-hip. You know? I thought he said reject. He said inject. Now you got a C-hip in your wrist. Right? You was doing the paperwork at the hospital. You was checking out. You were just checking everything. Check. You check for them to insert that shit in you. This is the thing. Start examining. Start being diligent. Paying attention. You can't be no goofy. We are past that nigga phase, man. Right? We are past the phase where we don't live purposefully. We are living purposefully now. We are examining. We are reading labels. We are looking at what we're putting in our body. Right? We should be moving like that. We should not be eating fast food. We should not be drinking sodas. Okay? We should be drinking enough water, eating fruits and vegetables. Do you know health change, a diet change should come with this truth? Okay? A diet change should come with this truth. You should not be in this truth, bro, still eating double Whopper Juniors, man. All right, double Whoppers and Big Macs. Right? Come on, man. You are destroying your temple. You still at McDonald's eating human flesh. You destroying your temple. Chick-fil-A. I'm glad we just saw Chick-fil-A got exposed. Which we've been telling y'all that they have the worst type of chicken. It's genetically modified. Okay? It's genetically modified. You thought Popeyes was bad. No, I would rather eat that Popeyes chicken sandwich than a Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich. But everybody be at Chick-fil-A. Oh, yeah, man, they're a Christian organization. They closed on Sundays. The fuck that got to do with anything about Hamashiach? That don't got to do with nothing. Closed on Sundays. What does that mean? Where's Sunday at in the Bible? Where? What? I don't... No, it's the Sabbath. That's not the Sabbath. If you would... Once again, it goes back to individuals not being diligent. Because you are associating Chick-fil-A with Christianity, which we ain't in, but you are associating Chick-fil-A with the Bible and them being closed on Sunday like it's the Sabbath. None of that matches up. Okay? The puzzle pieces did not fit. All right? This is not the Sabbath. At the end of the day. Keeping it going. 27. Thou art therefore to have put my money to the exchangers, and then at my coming I should have reckoned my own with usury. The exchangers. That's what we're doing right now. I'm putting the money to the exchangers. I'm making it multiply. Hopefully, some individual coming in now, hopefully they like, oh man, yeah, okay. What the brother said is correct. That's proper. Right? So when is the Sabbath? That should be your next question. All right, or what? Yeah, okay, we need to stop eating fast food. Okay. You know, these things should be jumping in your conscience. You should be thinking. Don't just be a zombie. So the exchangers is when you're going forth doing this work. Because guess what? The Halalyam, they're taking it. They're giving you that interest. They're like, okay, he working. Boom. He's trying to make it flip. He's trying to make it double. They're reporting back to Yahawah. And as we just read, right? Paul planted, Apollos watered, Yahawah gave the increase. So you do what you got to do. Halalyam is going to take it up. Yahawah going to get an increase. Guess what? That's how you make your money flip. Because you did what? You got the experience. You did the work. So now your position at the job site is higher. Your understanding is better. You know now it's getting to the point where you know, okay, he talking about, okay, he wanted Isaiah 14, I got you. Right? He wanted Isaiah 40, okay, Isaiah 40, 15, got you. Right? You want the precept? Okay, I got you. Right? You want that death after pain? Okay, 2nd Esdras 9, I got you. Right? Oh, because what? You've been doing a couple hours at the job now. You've been doing that OJT. And you've been doing that OT. On the job training and that overtime. You've been making the money flip. You've been making the spirit flip. Right? This is what you should be doing because you took it to the exchangers. Verse 2. Man, let's read it one more time. Thou art therefore to have put my money to the exchangers. And then at my coming, I should have received my own with usury. Let's go into that word usury, man. And I'm about done. You know, I'm about done. The act of bringing forth that which have been brought forth offspring. So what you supposed to be down here doing? Producing offspring for Yahawah Bahasham, Yahawashi. Dropping seeds. What is a seed? What do you call your kids? You don't call them kids because a kid is a child goat. All right, you call them children or you call them seeds. I love my seed. That's a offspring. It sprung from me. It came off of me. That's an offspring. What are we known as in this truth? We come in as babes. We desire the sincere milk so that we may grow by thereof. So we are seeds. We are all seeds of Elder Apostle Tahar. If we growing and we coming under this correct doctrine. All right? So we are offsprings. We work under other men's labors. We are their seeds. We came in as their seeds. They taught us. We started listening to them. And man, this is a beautiful thing. I like, yo, you know, if I was effeminate, I would cry. Let me stop. You could cry, bro. We could cry, man. I cry about this truth. When I first came to this truth, I cried a lot. And I ain't ashamed to say it. Right? As a man, bro, we have emotions. Don't be over here be some tough ass guy. Yeah, I'm gangster, man. I don't cry. Nigga, you cry. Okay? We all cry. When you come into this truth, you understand this is the greatest gift you've ever been given. You should cry. Right? I cried and I fasted and I prayed and I yelled. I yelled to the Most High, man. Like, please help me. Show me this. I cried. I fasted. I prayed. I yelled. Constantly. Right? And he dealt with me. You know, and the Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. But what is that? Humbling yourself. To cry is to humble. To cry is to humble. You begging. The brother Kakam always say, you know, prayer means to beg. So you begging. Well, what is the best form of begging? Crying. We are supposed to cry. The scriptures say cry out loud. It's different forms of crying. It don't always come with tears. I'm crying right now. Alright? Because damn, I want some brothers to get it that ain't getting it. You ain't receiving it. So I'm crying out to you. But I'm crying to the Most High because I know he has to draw you more. And I'm crying to you because I want you to be more serious about it. Because I actually care about you. If you care about your family, then you will do the same. Take this thing more serious, man. You know, I can't stress it enough, bro. We ain't got much time, bro. We don't have much time. Alright? We don't have much time. You said no way the brother cut his hair. And fuck that hair. You know. It's like it grow back. It grow back, you know. It is what it is. Alright, the water though, the water. Alright, let's keep it going, man. Let's finish this up. Let's wrap this up. Alright, I get that precept for the brother. You know, I got tired of it, man. It's getting too hot. Shoot. I was like, shoot, I'm about to get braids or not. And I was like, nah, I remember braids. It's too hot, man. Look, it's been 95 every day this week. I was like, yeah, I need to cut my hair, man. It's been 95 every day this week. You know, and out here in Cali, it stay hot to September. All right? It be hot in September. It being, you know, it's stupid. All right? So Zephaniah 3:18. I will gather them that are sorrowful. What sorrowful mean? You crying. You're low. You're meek. You're weak. Right? Fatherless. We're known as fatherless. That's part of the curses. To be fatherless. A lot of us brothers grew up without fathers. So we had to learn how to be men in the world, which really ain't teach us how to be men. What taught us how to be men? These scriptures. We say it all the time. Alright? It taught us accountability. It taught us hold your tongue. Hold your foot when you go into the house of power. It taught you how to carry yourself more. Hey, shut up. Let him have it. He got it. He tough. He big. Hey, you got it, bro. Yeah, shit, my bad. It's your world. It's your world. You got it. Right? Some Jake be out here hurt, man. They just be hurt. Emotionally hurt. Mental hurt. Spiritually hurt. They just wish a nigga would. Alright? They just be looking for a reason to fight. To get on somebody. You got to realize through discernment how to operate around these demons. Because that's what it is. It's demons on brothers. Alright? If you got that same type of, you know, hasty demon on you, then y'all might get to scrapping. But these scriptures should teach you how to fight that demon. Because we all had that demon on us. Hey, road rage. Or, you know, nigga looking at you wrong or something. And you wanna fight. Something like that. In the world. Because what? Because your pride is hurt. Your ego is hurt. He might be looking at your girl or something. You know, these little petty ass situations, man. Right? But these scriptures will teach you how to handle and operate around these situations. And Yahawah will give the increase in all of that. That's experience. You have to, as Elder Mwatazak out here in GMS LA, Los Angeles says, man, you have to filter your life through the scriptures. Filter your life using these scriptures, man. Alright? Like a blender, man. You take whatever situation you got going on right now, whatever you going through, we all going through different situations. You take it to the scriptures, which is the blender, and you hit that button, and you let the scriptures chop that bitch up. Alright? Oh yeah, boom, boom, okay, yeah. Is she a Proverbs 31 woman? Nah. Okay, Micah 2:10, she polluted. You know, I'm gonna leave that alone. All right. Boom, boom, boom. You know, boom. Right? You got to filter everything through the scriptures. Start looking at things with your spiritual eye. Don't just look at everything with the two eyes. You got to look at everything with your spiritual eye. All right? Judging, discerning it, peeping it. Right? All right, let's get back to that Matthew and let's finish it up. This is Unc just dropped the coldest line and didn't give us a blanket. I don't even know what I said. What you talk about? Hey, that's a cold line right there. I like that. Unc just dropped the coldest line, didn't give us a blanket. Hey, that's hard. Man, I'm going to steal that. Yeah, Salakia. Salakia. Chop it up and put... Yeah, but for real, though, you got to filter everything through the... Yeah, kind. You know. Hey, Halalyam, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. Y'all don't even understand, man. Yahawashi is... He is the ultimate. He is the epitome. The perfect Jake. Yahawashi gonna be the smoothest talker you ever met, bro. He gonna be that dude. Yahawashi gonna be telling us stories. We just gonna be sitting back like, yo, this my brother. This is my big brother. This is my big brother, man. You know how you look up to your big brother if you ever had a big brother. I ain't never had a big brother until I got into this truth. And I look up to my big brothers, like Shalawam and my brother Ariyah, man. That's my big bro. Like, you know, my brother Micah out here, right? Brothers that I look up to, you know. So how much more Yahawashi? We gonna be like, man, big bro did all that for us. Big bro came back and got us. He said, I ain't forget about y'all. I'm coming back. I got you. Man, bro. Shell, nah. I don't even, we don't know you. We really don't know you, okay? Check his page. Somebody check Shell page. Nah, I'm really not trusting you, all right? Oh, you a female? Definitely. Hell no, okay? Hey, females in this live, you listen in the comments in silence, okay? We moving order in here, so I'm gonna have to mute you up, you know. But and sister, you know, a more lax live, you could maybe ask a question or something like that, but this ain't the time. I suggest you read 1 Timothy 2nd chapter, starting at the 9th verse, going down. All right. On how sisters are supposed to act in the church. Okay. You know, but Shalawam to you. All right, whatever you saw, you seen on TikTok, it's all good. Just share it. You know, if it's meant to come back to us, it'll come back to us, right? Let's keep it going. Let's wrap this verse up. This is Matthew 25. So usury, increase, birth, to bring forth, interest. That's what we're supposed to be doing. Bringing our brothers and sisters in. Those that have the ears to hear, the eyes to see. Verse 28. Take therefore the talent from him and give it unto him which hath 10 talents. So the one that had 1, his talent got took from him and it went to the brother that had 10. Because he increased. He had the most confidence. Guess what? He had the most to lose. He had the most to lose. He had 5 talents. He went out there and risked it. He had the most to lose. You talk, I got the least to lose. So that means I got the most to... No. The one that had 5 could have lost all that 5. Right? But guess what? He doubled all that 5. Okay? At the end of the day, he doubled all of that. And that's a beautiful thing. So Yahawashi sees that. And he gives that to him. Because this brother had the most faith. He had the most confidence. Verse 29. For unto everyone that hath shall be given, once again, a gift, and shall have abundance. But from him that hath not shall be taken away even that which he hath. And cast ye the unprofitable servant into outer darkness, there shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. What is that? It's a lake of fire. All right? Outer darkness. Weeping and gnashing of teeth. Okay? At the end of the day. That's what you receive for the Spirit being given to you and you do nothing with it. You get the lake of fire. Because what does it mean? The fearful go into the lake. We know that. Revelation's the 20th chapter, I believe. Okay? At the end of the day. All right? So, you got to make it flip, man. You got to do what you got to do. You know, at the end of the day. Stop, don't have no, like, it's like, don't have no respect of persons where you start looking at brothers like celebrities. You know? Like, now we give double honors. We understand that. But if you truly listen to the elders, what do the elders want you to do? They want you to be teaching and pushing the same as they are. They really they patting you on the back. They saying, hey, little bro, do your thing. Hey, little bro, do your thing. Do it correctly. Do it properly. Make sure you doing what you're supposed to do, little bro. That's what they telling us. They ain't telling you, sit back and look at me. I'm a star. The elders ain't saying that, bro. That's what Bishop Nathaniel and General Yahawah is doing. They're like stars in Israel. Boom, boom, boom. But our elders, they saying boots on the ground. They saying you need to get out there and do it. You need to do it. You need to do it. You need to do it. Get to it. They checking pages, right? They checking breakdowns, etc., etc. You see Elder Apostle Ramlab, he goes around to the camps. He's with the brothers in Memphis right now, right? He goes around to the camps, all right? He went to Indianapolis, Memphis. He be in New York. He go down to Dallas, right? He goes around to the camps, checks in with brothers, taps in with brothers, make sure they doing what they supposed to do. That's a beautiful leadership. The other camps ain't got that shit, bro. And y'all know that. Them other camps do not got that, man. All right? They do not have what we have over here. Where brothers is tapping in and checking. Hey, bro, you ain't did no lessons in a while, man. Is everything good? Right? Actually tapping in and checking on brothers. That's a brotherhood, man. That's really caring. That's really love. These other camps ain't got no love, man. They just want your social security number so they can get on your 501(c) grant, right? And get that money and they can feed their tummy. That's all they want. Okay? We got love over here. We want to see brothers producing lessons. We want to see brothers going live. We want to see brothers making it work. Making them talents flip. You know? That's what we want to see. That's what we love to see. I love to see it, man. I love to learn. I love to grow. Learning, don't you know, learning the correct understanding, the correct knowledge is you growing. So that's you getting bigger. So therefore you can build up your treasures in heaven better because you know more and you're more correct. What you need to look at in yourself is when you come into this truth, you are incorrect. For day one, you are the most incorrect you've ever been. Because you coming straight out the world. So everything you learn that's proper is correcting you and shaping you up and is pulling flaws from you. Okay? Yehuda, first and foremost, bro, it ain't no you in the Hebrew. Now that's the first thing I have to tell you because that's automatic correction. All right, the letter U was created in the 1400s, started being printed in the 1600s. All right, now you said all these camps just seem like they in competition, which is incorrect. We ain't in competition with nobody. We have the truth. We have the understanding. We have the breakdowns. Right? Who am I in here competing with? Is anybody up here debating me, going against me? No. All right? I do this lesson. I feed the sheep. I feed those that's in here, that's listening, that's learning. If you don't want to, I tell you to keep it moving. Right? We ain't kissing ass. We ain't appealing. We ain't doing none of that. I don't care if you listen or not. I'm not competing with anybody. I don't want to go viral. We're not here for that, right? So, take that statement away, because we ain't nobody in competition with nobody else, right? We down here to bring out the understanding, the truth of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, just as our King did. You said none operating in the fruits of the Spirit. A lot of Christians like to use that term, fruits of the Spirit, which they don't operate in the fruits of the Spirit. They don't understand it. We broke down the fruits of the Spirit. What we did that like a couple days ago, we went into it to showcase that most individuals do not have the fruits of the Spirit. All right? But it sounds like you're coming from a biased standpoint, a biased perspective, man. Right? At the end of the day. All right, I'll take the question from the sister. The sister Shell, what do you want to add, man? All right, before I end the live, what do you want to say? You got a question or you want to say something? I don't really, come on, make it snappy. I got to go. You said you calling on the names of Yahawah and Yahawashi, so that's the only reason that I'm going to take your question or whatever. All right. But you said Yah first. I saw that. Come on, you got a question or something? All right, it was a Dominican dark-skinned Latina. She said the light skin was racist. What? Okay, with something like that, it really don't, all that matters is what's your father. All right? Let's go to Numbers 1 and 2. Take ye the sum of the congregation of the children of Israel after their families by the house of their fathers, with the number of their names, every male by their poll. Okay? I can't tell you why she was racist. Probably the way she grew up. She might not even be a Latina. She might be a damn Edomite. So that's why I'm saying you have to judge off of the seed. You have to judge off of their fathers. All right? At the end of the day, I get that for you. Jeremiah 12 and 9. Mine heritage is unto me as a speckled bird. The birds round about are against her. Come ye, assemble all the beasts of the field. Come to devour. Right? So that goes back to, you go to that Kendrick Lamar album, man. Just out of nowhere. To Pimp a Butterfly. Right? It was a song on there called Complexion. Jake has a complexion issue. They always want to fight over light skin, dark skin. Because you light skin, you better. That goes back, sister. That goes back to slavery. That goes back to the YT man instilling that a lighter slave is better than the darker slave. All right? And most of the lighter slaves, guess what? Esau was messing with them, so some of them are Edomites. All right? Or it might be Jake mess with a lighter, sister, or Jake mess with an Edomite woman, therefore the kid would come out lighter. That's why I'm saying you have to go off of the father to even tell if they're Israelite. Now, back to the question is, I can't tell you why somebody would be RACISTAS. It's just on their upbringing. It's what they learned in the household. They've been trained in hate, right? At the end of the day. So, like I'm saying to you, the light-skinned so-called Latina, she may not even be Jake. She may not be an Israelite. She may be an Edomite, or she could be Jake, and she just hates dark-skinned Latinas, right? That's just something that was instilled in them. And it's a petty mindset. And that's why I didn't want to, allow you to come up and say that, because it really ain't, it ain't massive. You could have answered that question with yourself, because that right there is like, okay, complexion. It's a complexion issue, That stuff right there is petty. We got Jake that look YT, We have Jake, dark as Wesley Snipes. We got Jake that look all different type of colors. That's why the brother gave that scripture, Jeremiah 12:9. Speckled birds, living amongst the heathen, looking like the heathen, right? So it's up to you to discern through the Spirit. Romans 8:16. The Spirit bears witness with our spirit if this individual is an Israelite or not, right? I really don't care what anybody has to say, about light skin, dark skin. My mother is damn near white. She looks white, right? But she's a Jake, so I can understand that. And my father is dark, extremely dark, and he's a Jake, right? So I've dealt with that my whole life. I get the scripture from the brother, Isaiah 11:13. The envy also of Ephraim shall depart, and the adversaries of Judah shall be cut off. Ephraim shall not envy Judah, and Judah shall not vex Ephraim. Right? So, what? They playing. It was always envy. It was always hate. It was Deuteronomy 28:54. Those that are tender among us, delicate, they shall hate. Their eyes shall be evil towards their brother. So our people would hate one another. Northern kingdom hating southern kingdom hating southern kingdom, right? Light skin hating dark skin, etc., etc. This is it's the curses. It's going back to that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Hosea 7:8. That's a good one. Yeah, those are some good ones. All right. Hey, you welcome, sister. I suggest you come through. All right, if I see you follow me, just keep coming through and call on the names of Yahawah and Yahawashi, not Yah. I know you see Yah in the scriptures. You see it in there one time, all right, but it goes back to Yahawah, all right, and the son's name is Yahawashi. That right there, if you pray to those names and you ask for understanding and you continue to watch, and hopefully you listening to the elders and apostles and bishops of Great Millstone GMS, right? Then you'll be just fine, man. And if you sincere in the mind, sincere in the heart. I'll get those 2 scriptures, man. I'm gonna get up out of here. Daniel 7:9. Beheld till the thrones was cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit. That's Yahawah, whose garment was white as snow, and the hair of his head like the pure wool. His throne was like the fiery flame, and his wheels as burning fire. Kind of, that's talking about the Father. All right. I don't know this individual, but that's talking about the Father. If you wanted some understanding on that, he is known as the Ancient of Days. Okay. And I'll get that Hosea 7:8. That does not saying that he's white, because we was talking about skin color. All right. Hosea 7:8. Ephraim, he hath mixed himself among his people. Ephraim is a cake not turned. So he can be many different colors. And that's also speaking about all the northern kingdom. That's why you got certain brothers that's of Gad that may look light skinned. All right. They may look YT. Or they may look like a Negro. So northern kingdom could be like that. Southern kingdom is like that as well. That's why we brought out Jeremiah 12:9. You could bring out Hosea 1:10, right? You could bring out a couple different scriptures. Our people are a melting pot. They're as the sand of the sea. Is everybody going to look the same? No. Over time, we have a diverse, genotype, I believe. It's diverse genetics, man. Right? Diverse genetics. We all look different, sound different, different sizes, different shapes, etc., etc. But we still got that spirit. That's why Romans 8:16, let's end it with that. The Spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit that we are the children of power. So you have to test the spirits. You have to try every spirit. All right? at the end of the day. So if it ain't no more questions, I'm gonna get up out of here. All right. And the whole lesson, really to summarize it one more time, is examine yourself, check yourself. That talent that you have been given, the gift, the Holy Spirit, are you using it? Are you grateful for it? Are you grateful that Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi is dealing with you? Are you doing what you can to the best of your ability? Or are you being a slothful and wicked servant, as it was said in Matthew 25th chapter, right? If you examine yourself and you seeing that you're being a slothful servant, then you need to tighten up, right? Because based upon, that Q&A, right? And we gotta tighten up, man. We at the end, and you should be more sharp. We gotta be extremely sharp going into this. And we grow as we go, and we go and we grow, man. So hey, with that being said, I don't see no more questions. So I'm gonna turn to the east. All praises be to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of the great millstone once again. Shalawam to the Lord's hopeful elect, 144,000 men, as well as 1/3 men, women, and children. Right, as well as the foreign Israelite amongst the heathen, looking like the heathen, but he is indeed an Israelite. Shalawam. As always, Kwam Yasharahla, and a Baba ball to this wicked kingdom. May Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi destroy this bitch soon, man. The water for every precept that you brothers and sisters have provided. And Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi Barak Ahtham to you and your households. All right, until next time, Yahawah Ratazah be tomorrow. Shalawam.